Hello students, very good morning. So in the last class we completed up to level 1 binomial theorem. So let us continue our discussion from level 2. See the question. The third term from the end in the expansion of x cube divided by 2 minus 2 divided by x square whole power 8 is. So in this expansion we have to find the third term from the end. So third term from the end means, observe power is 8. Power 8 means how many terms will get in the expansion? We will be getting 9 terms. So we will get 9 terms in the expansion like T1, T2 up to T9. Now in this 9 terms, we need the third term from the end. So is it T3? Do we have to find T3? No, it is not T3. Because T3 is the third term, that is from the beginning. But we need the third term from the end. So third term from the end means this is the first term from the end. Next we have T8, next we have T7 and so on. So first term from the end, second term, third term. So third term from the end, it is nothing but seventh term from the beginning. So T7 we can find by using the general term. So here we require the seventh term from the beginning, which is same as third term from the end. Now whenever the power is small, here power is 8, so it is small. So we can write whatever the required term from the beginning or from the ending. But when power is large, suppose power is given 105 and we are asked to find the 75th term from the end. So writing all the terms and counting that which term is 75th term from the end, it will be complex. So in such case we discussed one formula for finding the rth term from the end in the expansion a plus b whole power n. So what is that formula? Formula is in the expansion a plus b whole power n, when power is n, rth term from end, rth term from the end is same as n minus r plus 2th term from the beginning. This formula we studied. Rth term from the end is same as n minus r plus 2th term from the beginning. So this we can find by using the general. Okay. So try to remember the formula. Here we need third term from the end. Expansion is x cube by 2 minus 2 by x square whole to the power of 8. Now here third term from end. Will be same as n minus n is 8, n minus r. Rth term is third term. N minus r plus 2th term from beginning. So what is the required term here? 8 minus 3, 5 plus 2, 7th term from beginning. So what is the required term now? 7th term. How can I write T7 means this T6 plus 1. Now applying the general term formula, TR plus 1, NCR 8C6 x cube by 2 power 8 minus x is 2 minus 2 by x square power 6. Simplifying because we want a simplified form. So 8C6 same as 8C2 because NCR same as NCN minus R. So it is x power 6 divided by 2 power 2. 2 power 6 divided by x power 12. So what is 8C2 value? 8 into 7 divided by 2. 7 into 4. 28. 2 power over here 2 power 4 into x power minus 6. So if you multiply this, you will get 448 x power minus 6. 16 will get into 8. So 448 x power minus 6, that will be the required term. It is third term from the end, which will be same as seventh term from the beginning. Right? Now see next question. If the coefficient of x power 7 in expansion ax square plus 1 by bx whole power 11 is equal to the coefficient of x power minus 7 in the expansion ax minus 1 by bx square whole power 11, then what is the relation between a and b? If you observe the options are given in terms of a and b. So we have to find what will be the relation between this a and b. So here we are given two expansions. In that two expansions, some coefficients are given equal. Now in first expansion x power 7 coefficient, and in second expansion x power minus 7 coefficient, these two coefficients are equal given. So first we find what are the coefficients, then we equate by solving we can find relation between a and b. Okay, so first obtain the coefficient of x power 7 in the expansion ax square plus 1 by bx. So first expansion ax square plus 1 by bx whole to the power of 11. In this what we need the coefficient of x power 7. Now where do we get x power 7 term? That we don't know, because here we have 12 terms in the expansion. Out of the 12 terms, now which term will be having x power 7? So that is not known. So for that we will use that formula ax power b 1 by b by x power q whole power 11 whole power n. In that we need x power m coefficient. So x power 7 term is obtained in t r plus 1, where r is np 11 into 2 minus m. M is x power 7 divided by t plus 2 plus 1. So it is r value 22 minus 7 15 by 3. It is 5. So here r5 is, it is the required term t 5 plus 1. It is 11c5 ax square power 11 minus 5 is 6 1 by bx power 5. So it is 11c5 a power 6 x power 12 1 by b power 12 x power 5. So totally we have 11c5 a power 6 divided by b power 5 x power 12 by x power 5 x power 7. So this is the coefficient of x power 7 11c5 a power 6 divided by b power 5. This is in first expansion. Now similarly in the second expansion ax minus 1 by bx square whole to the power of 11. Now in this we need the coefficient of x power minus 7. So again where we obtain x power minus 7 term. So x power minus 7 term is obtained in t r plus 1, where r is, what is r here? N into t, 11 into 1 minus m. M is minus 7 divided by t plus q, 1 plus 2. So r is 18 by 3, 6. So that is the required term. T 6 plus 1, 11c6 ax power 11 minus x is 5 minus 1 by bx square power 6. So it is 11c6 a power 5 x power 5 minus 1 power 6 is 1 b power 6 to the power of 12. So 11c6 a power 5 divided by b power 6 x power 5 divided by x power 12 x power minus 7. So what is the coefficient of x power minus 7 here? 11c6 a power 5 divided by b power 6. So now that we find the two coefficients, okay, we find two coefficients in the two expansions given. According to the given condition, these two coefficients are equal. So given that the two coefficients are equal, solve them. 11c5 a power 6 divided by b power 5 is equal to 11c6 a power 5 divided by b power 6. Now we solve this. Observe 11c5, 11c6 both are same because NC are same as NC n minus r. So 11c5, 11c6 will get cancelled. A power 6, a power 5, a power 5 will get cancelled. B power 5, b power 6, b power 5 will get cancelled. So relation is AB equal to 1. Okay. So we are finding both the coefficients in these two expansions, and given that two coefficients are equal, so equating them and solving, we get relation as AB equal to 1. Okay. So model important. Let us see next question. If the coefficients of 2r plus 4th term and r minus 2th term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 18 are equal, then what is r value? Now in one expansion, coefficients of two terms are equal given. In the previous case, two expansions are given and we are finding two coefficients given that they are equal. But now only one expansion is given. In this expansion, the coefficients of these two terms are equal. So again we will find the two coefficients in this expansion and equate them. Solving, we can find what is r value. Okay. So what is the expansion given? 1 plus x whole to the power of 18. In this the coefficients of 2r plus 4th term. So here they are given the term. What is the term here? 2r plus 4th term. Now to find the 2r plus 4th term, we write in the general term form. 2r plus 4 I can write 2r plus 3 plus 1. So this plus 1 is compulsory. Remaining value we can adjust. Now this is in the form t r plus 1, where we can apply the general term form. So applying general term formula, what is t r plus 1? In expansion of 1 plus x whole power n, we know general term t r plus 1 is, it is NCR x to the power of r. So n is 18, c r means 2r plus 3 into x to the power of 2r plus 3. So this is the t 2r plus 4th term. Now we need only the coefficient here. Okay. What is the coefficient of this term? 18c 2r plus 3. And we need one more term, r minus 2 term. So what can I term? T r minus 2. Now we need plus 1. So this can be written as r minus 3 plus 1. R minus 2 we can write r minus 3 plus 1. So how can I write t r minus 3 plus 1? Again in the same expansion. 18c r minus 3 into x to the power of r minus 3. So these are the two terms and we find their coefficients. So what is the condition given? These two coefficients are equal given. So equating the coefficients, 18c 2r plus 3 is equal to 18c r minus 2. Now we have to solve this. Now expanding and simplifying will be complex. Observe it is uniform. NCR is equal to NCS. What is the condition? When NCR equal to NCS, one lies NCR equal to NCS. Either R equal to S or R equal to N minus S. Applying the formula, NCR equal to NCS means either R should be equal to S or R should be equal to N minus S. So applying the formula, NCR equal to NCS, R equal to S, 2R plus 3 equal to R minus 3, or 2R plus 3 equal to N minus S, 18 minus R minus 3. So solving this we can find the R value. Rearrange, bring R this side to this side. So 2R minus R is R, 3 minus minus 3. So it is minus 6. Can we have R as minus 6? Observe. If R is minus 6 means minus 12 plus 3, minus 9, 18c minus 9, not defined, because NCR defined only when n R values are positive integers. So we cannot take R as minus 6, which is not possible. Or solving this, 2R plus 3 equal to 18 minus R plus 3. 3 will get cancelled. Bring R this side. 3R equal to 18. So R equal to 6. And observe, is it possible or not? When R is 6, R 6 means 12 plus 3, 15. 18C 15 defined. 18C 3 also defined. So required value of R is only 6, but not minus 6. Okay. See the next question. The coefficient of x power 9 in the expansion 1 plus 9x plus 27x squared plus 27x cubed whole to the power of 6 is. Now in the expansion we have to find the coefficient of x power 9. If you observe the expansion terms, 1 plus 9x 27x squared plus 27x cubed whole to the power of 6. Till now what we studied is only binomial expansion we studied, a plus b whole power n form. But here we have 4 terms. Expansion of 4 terms power 6. So expansion directly will be complex. Okay. So whenever we are given more than 2 terms, observe that can we simplify this? Can we simplify and write in terms of 2 terms? So we try to reduce it into 2 terms or 3 terms so that we can expand easily. Okay. So 1 plus 9x, 27x square, 27x cube. If you observe, it is in the form 1 plus 3x whole cube. Okay, that is cubic. So what is the given expansion? 1 plus 9x, 27x square, 27x cube whole to the power of 6. Can we write it as 1 plus 3x whole cube whole power 6? Because the inside terms are nothing but the expansion for 1 plus 3x whole cube. If I expand this, we will get this, right? So total your expansion is 1 plus 3x power 3 power 6 is power 18. Okay? So totally it is converted to binomial, 1 plus x to the power n form. So in this we need the coefficient of x power 9. So where do we get x power 9 term? It is not in the form ax power b plus b by x power q whole power n. Okay? It is in the form 1 plus x whole power n. What is the coefficient of r? Coefficient of x power r. Okay? In the expansion 1 plus x whole power n, it is NCR. So in this expansion, we write the general term TR plus 1 is 18CR 3x to the power of r. So 3 power r into x to the power of r. So to get x power 9 term, what value of r we have to take here? Rx 9. So at r equal to 9, T9 plus 1 is 18C9 3 power 9 into x to the power of 9. So what is the coefficient of x power 9? 18C9 into 3 power 9. So that will be required answer. So whenever we are given extension for 3 or more terms, first by taking something common or simplifying the terms, we convert it to binomial. Okay? So may not be all questions are simplified to binomial, but try to simplify it as binomial, then we can expand it easily. Now see next one. The greatest coefficient in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 2n plus 2. Now in this expansion we have to find the greatest coefficient. Now expansion is 1 plus x whole power 2n plus 2. One plus x whole power 2n plus 2. See this expansion. Now we know in the expansion 1 plus x whole power n. Now other than binomial coefficients, do we get any other coefficients? No. Okay. In the expansion 1 plus x whole power n, only we get the binomial coefficients. So greatest coefficient in this case is nothing but the greatest binomial coefficient. Okay. If you observe the expansion for 1 plus x whole power 2n plus 2 is 2n plus 2 c0, 2n plus 2 c1 into x, 2n plus 2 c2 into x square, and so on up to 2n plus 2 c 2n plus 2 into x to the power of 2n plus 2. So this will be the expansion for 1 plus x whole power 2n plus 2. Now if you observe in each of these terms, what are the coefficients of x powers? They are nothing but the binomial coefficients. Okay. So in this particular problem, the greatest coefficient is nothing but the greatest binomial coefficient. It may not be true in all the cases because here there is no other constant term. Suppose the expansion is given like this, 1 plus 3x whole power, some number is given, 18 like this. Now in this case, we have the constant term 3. Okay, so this will be present in each of the terms. So in such case, can we say that greatest coefficient is binomial coefficient? No, in this case we cannot say because we have to include the 3 also. But here there is no coefficient, so except the binomial coefficients, there is no other constant terms. So in this case, greatest coefficient it is nothing but greatest binomial coefficient. Okay. In all the cases, we cannot write like this, as I told. So only in this case, the greatest coefficient will be same as greatest binomial coefficient. Now, what is the greatest binomial coefficient we know? In synopsis, we discussed the greatest binomial coefficient is middle term coefficient. Middle term coefficient is the greatest binomial coefficient. What is the middle term coefficient here? Observe the power. Power is 2n plus 2. So power is 2n plus 2 means it is even. When power is even, we get only one middle term in the expansion. And what is the middle term? T n by 2 plus 1. N means here 2n plus 2 divided by 2 plus 1. That is T n plus 1 plus 1. So in this term, we will be getting the greatest binomial coefficient. So what is the term? T n plus 1 plus 1, this expansion 2n plus 2 C n plus 1 into h to the power of n plus 2. So what is the greatest coefficient? Greatest coefficient is 2n plus 2 C n plus 1. But options are not given like this. So expand NCR is n factorial divided by n minus r, subtracting n plus 1 factorial into r factorial, n plus 1 factorial. So required answer will be 2n plus 2 factorial divided by n plus 1 factorial also. Okay. So greatest coefficient in this case is nothing but the greatest binomial coefficient which is obtained in the middle term. Since power is even, we are getting only one middle term and we are finding that coefficient. Now see next question. The term independent of x in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 10 into 1 plus 1 by x whole power 10 is. Now we need the term independent of x in this expansion. 1 plus x whole power 10 into 1 plus 1 by x whole power 10. Now if you observe, we are given the product of two binomials. Okay. Here we have the product of two binomials. One is 1 plus x whole power 10, another is 1 plus 1 by x whole power 10. So in this expansion we get 11 terms. In this expansion we get again 11 terms. So if I multiply all this, now totally we will be getting 121 terms. So writing all that 121 terms and finding which term is independent of x, that will be complex. So in such case, what method we use? Observe, if I take LCM x plus 1 by x plus 1 power 10, 1 plus x power 10, both are same. So the product will get simplified. So let us simplify the product first. 1 plus x whole power 10, 1 plus 1 by x whole power 10, can be written as 1 plus x whole power 10, x plus 1 whole power 10 means 1 plus x by x power 10. So it is nothing but 1 plus x whole power 10, 1 plus x whole power 10 divided by x power 10. So 1 plus x whole power 10, 1 plus x whole power 10 is 1 plus x whole power 20 divided by x power 10. So the given product is simplified into only expansion of one term, that is 1 plus x whole power 20. Now 1 plus x whole power 20 divided by x power 10 means in the numerator we are getting 21 terms, and for each of these 21 terms we are dividing the x power 10. Now observe that when do we get term independent of x means? Term independent of x means there should be no x term. So when do we don't have x term in this expansion? When numerator we have x power 10, denominator is x power 10, will get cancelled. So that term will be independent of x. Now if you want, you can expand 1 plus x power 20. This is the form 20 c naught, 20 c 20c10 x to the power of 10 and so on. 20c20 x to the power of 20. Now each of these terms we are dividing with x to the power of 10. Okay. Now by observing this expansion, we need a term independent of x. Means there should be no x term. If you observe this first term, 20c0 divided by x power 10. So here we have x power minus 10 dividing. So this depends on x. 20c1 into x divided by x power 10. Now we get 20c1 x power minus 10. So it also depends on x. Here we get 20c2 x power minus 8 also depends on x. So where we get term independent of x means when we have x power 10 in numerator and x power 10 in denominator, we will get cancelled. So only this term we don't have x term. Okay. So term independent of x is 20c10. Okay. So here we don't have x. So the required answer will be 20c10. Now for example, in this same problem, suppose if you are asked to find what is the coefficient of x square. Okay. For example, in this same problem, here they are asking term independent of x. It is 20c10. So that is completed. Suppose if I want what is the coefficient of x square. In this expansion, what is the coefficient of x square? Now how do we get x power 2 term or x square term? Observe, if I divide here we are not getting x square term. Here term independent of x. Next will be 20c11 x power 11 divided by x power 10. So x power 1. So 20c1 x power 1. Next 20c12 x power 12 divided by x power 10. So where we get x power 10 cancel. So there will be x square term. So what will be the coefficient of x square means here 20c12. Because we are dividing x power 12 divided by x power 10. So it will get cancelled. We get x power 2. So coefficient of x square will be 20c12. If you want to find the coefficient of x power 10, we have to divide the last term. X power 20 divided by x power 10. So we get x power 10. So what is the coefficient of x power 10 means? It is 20c20 which is 1. So any coefficient we can find here. Next one. The term independent of x in the expansion root x by 2 minus 2 by x square whole to the power of 10. So this model is already solved. We need the term independent of x in the expansion root x by 2. So root x we can get x power 1 by 2 minus 2 by x square whole to the power of 10. Now term independent of x means we need x power 0 to. Okay. Now since it is in the standard form ax power p plus b by x power q whole power n. Now we can apply that formula. Okay. So depends on expansion. If it is in the form 1 plus x whole power n, now directly we use general term. If it is ax power p plus b by x power q whole power n, then we have to use the formula for r. Okay. So in this case, x power 0 term is obtained in p r plus 1, where r value is n into p, 10 into 1 by 2 minus m, the power of x is m, divided by p plus q, 1 by 2 plus 2. So what is r value? 2 is LCM, we get cancel. 10 by 5 means 2. So r is 2 means what is the required term? T 2 plus 1, it is 10c2 root x by 2 power 8, 10 minus 2 is 8, minus 2 by x square power 2. So 10c2 is 10 into 9, 10 into 9 by 2, 45. Root x power 8 means x power 4 divided by 2 power 8, 2 power 2 divided by x power 4. So 45, 2 power 6, 64, x power 4 will get cancel. So required term is 45 by 64. First option. Let us see next question. The middle term in the expansion x minus 1 by x whole power 2n plus 1 is. We have to find the middle term in the expansion. The middle term depends on the power. If power is even, we get only one middle term. If power is odd, we get two middle terms. Now see that expansion x minus 1 by x to the power of 2n plus 1. Now what is 2n plus 1? Any value of n we take from natural numbers. So any natural number n we take, we know 2n plus 1 is always odd. So 2n plus 1 always odd means power is odd. So power odd means we will be getting two middle terms. Okay. So power is odd means we get two middle terms. What is the formula for middle term when power is odd? In the expansion a plus b whole power n. When n is odd, then we get two middle terms t n plus 1 by 2 and t n plus 3 by 2. These are the two middle terms. Now in place of n we have 2n plus 1. So what are the middle terms? T 2n plus 1 plus 1 by 2 and t 2n plus 1 plus 3 by 2. So that is t n plus 1 and t n plus 2 are the middle terms. So we know that two middle terms exist and the terms are t n plus 1 and t n plus 2. Now we have to find that values. Find that value t n plus 1. How can I t n plus 1? 2n plus 1 c n plus 1, 2n plus 1 c n plus 1 x to the power of 2n plus 1 minus n plus 1. So 1 cancel n. Next minus 1 by x power n plus 1. So it is 2n plus 1 c n plus 1 x power n. Now minus 1 power n plus 1. Minus 1 power n plus 1. 1 by x power n plus 1 to x to the power of n. So 2n plus 1 c n plus 1 x power n divided by x power n plus 1 is 1 by x and minus 1 power we need minus 1 power n plus 1. So let's study. Because we don't know n is even or odd, so minus 1 power n plus 1 into 1 by x. So this is one middle term. Now observe from options. Do we have this option? minus 1 power n plus 1 is not there. So we will find the other middle term also. T n plus 2 can be written as T n plus 1 plus 1. So here in this expansion there is a mistake here. T n plus 1, it is 2n plus 1 C n, not n plus 1. Okay. Correct here. Expanding the T n plus 1, it is 2n plus 1 C n into x to the power of 2n plus 1 minus n. So 2n plus 1 minus n means it is n plus 1 into minus 1 by x power n. So simplifying 2n plus 1 Cn x to the power of n plus 1 minus 1 power n divided by x to the power of n. Okay, applying the T r plus 1 formula, this is the correct expansion. Now see 2n plus 1 Cn x power n plus 1 divided by x power n will be x and minus 1 power n. So this is one middle term, minus 1 power n 2n plus 1 Cn into x. Now observe minus 1 power n 2n plus 1 Cn into x. So we are having the fourth option, right? Suppose that option is not there, then we have to find this one more middle term is Tn plus 2. So find that middle term. If that option is not there, then second middle term will be given in the options. Okay. Now let us see next question. Two successive terms in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 24 whose coefficients are in the ratio of 4:1 are. So in that expansion given, we have to find two successive terms or two consecutive terms. Two successive terms whose coefficients are in the ratio of 4:1. So their coefficients is ratio 4:1 given. Now we have to find what are that two terms. Okay. So let us take the two terms as successive terms means if I take one term as TR, what will be next term? TR plus 1. So TR and TR plus 1 we can take, or if I take first term as TR plus 2, then we will take next successive term is TR plus 1. So like that we can take, and we have to find that R value. Once we know R, we can find the required terms. So expansion given expansion is 1 plus x whole to the power of 24. Now let us take TR and TR plus 1 be successive terms. Any terms we can take. I am taking TR and TR plus 1. Now these coefficients are in the ratio of 4:1. First we will find the coefficients. How can I turn TR plus 1 is compulsory. So I will write R minus 1 plus 1. So this TR minus 1, it is in the form 1 plus x whole power n. So in the expansion 1 plus x whole power n, how can I turn TR plus 1? So it is 24C R minus 1 to x to the power of R minus 1. So here coefficient is 24C R minus 1. And in TR plus 1, so it is TR plus 1 24C R into x to the power of R. So these are the two terms. We are taking TR and TR plus 1. Now in this the coefficients are in the ratio of 4:1. So what is the ratio given? 24C R minus 1 divided by 24C R. It is 4:1 given. The ratio is 4 by 1. Now solving this, we can find R value. 24C R minus 1, 24C R. Now if you observe, we can write in the form NCR divided by NCR minus 1. So let us take the reverse ratio. I am just taking the reverse ratio. 24CR divided by 24CR minus 1. It is 1 by 4. So applying formula NCR divided by NCR minus 1, it is N minus R plus 1 divided by R is equal to 1 by 4. So multiplying 4 into 25 minus R is equal to R. 100 minus 4R is R. 5R is 100. R is 20. Okay. So solving this, we are getting R value as 20. Now R is 20 means what are the required terms? So therefore, required terms are T R means T20 and T R plus 1. So 20 and 20 first terms. Their coefficients will be in the ratio of 4:1. Okay. So let us write the terms first and then take the coefficients ratio. Solving them, we can find the R. Okay. So let us stop our discussion here. So in the next class we will continue. So try to solve the problems up to here. Thank you.